What is going on, YouTube? DJ K coming at you with another video. On this video, I'm just gonna be talking a little bit. Play a little beat through the uh, StudioLive 32SX, which I really want to get rid of. I don't know. It's a nice mixer and all, but I just want to get I want to get another UAD interface. So I'm thinking about trading it for Apollo X8 or X8P maybe. I don't know. It's cool because you do got, let's go to the screen so I can show y'all the mixing console here. This little digital mixer. Let me get the iPhone video. It's probably a little better than that. Where is it? Where's the iPhone at? Yeah, I think this is it. It's okay. But yeah, this is a StudioLive 32SX digital mixer. Of course, you can get this from Zounds.com. I don't think they got this version in right now though. They got maybe the 32S and the 64, the bigger ones. Then they might, I don't know if they got the SE, the little smaller one. I'm not gonna go to their site right now in this video, but y'all can go check it out if y'all want to. But I think this mixer is really good for like if you like doing church functions and things like that, or small venues. You know, you doing sound for like a company function. You can use it for the studio too, but you know, it has very little functionality when it comes to using it with like Logic. It can work with Logic, but it don't work that good. It can work with Pro Tools also, but it don't work that good. It does work with Studio One, but it don't have a good plug-in control. I don't think it's a lot of mixers out there that do got good plug-in control. But the faders are good. You know, the faders work great in Studio One. They're motorized, which is a good thing. Let me see if I can just do a little, just show y'all the little test. Everybody do the testing. Y'all probably seen this before, but you can do a test to make sure the faders are working. I got to make sure ain't nothing on the actual console itself. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. But you can do a test on here if I can find it. Audio, utilities, here we go. So you can do like a light test, and then you can do fader test to make sure everything is working on the console. So the faders are motorized. This mixer is brand new. You can get it for $2,999. It is. I see it used a lot of places too, though. So you can buy this digital mixer used. Some you can just go online and just do a search on it, and you can probably find it used somewhere, and get it a little cheaper than $2,999. I'm thinking about trading it. I did pay $3,000 for this thing, but I bought it in 2021, and I'm just thinking about getting rid of it, man. I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Masada got me wanting to keep it now, but I do got it running through the summing output going to the UAD Apollo X6 in one line in the Apollo. So I'm recording a video. Everything is on here going through the MPC is connected to this also with the 8 outs. The MPC X is going through like 17 through 24, and there I got them linked together, these channels, because they're stereo channels basically. You can have them in mono if you want and separate them, but they move together because they're linked. So the mix is cool, but I don't know, man. I'm just going back and forth with it right now. I don't know if I want to keep it. You know, I really want to trade it for something else. I just don't know what I want to get. You know, outboard gear is something that EXE was talking about, analog gear, and that's what I kind of want to get into. I did get some pieces to check out just to see if I like them. I don't really know how to use analog gear that well anyway, but I want to try to learn how to use it. Why not? But I don't do this like you guys, like EA Ski and a lot of people on YouTube. I just do this because I like music. I love music. I've been messing with, I'm a DJ. I've been DJing for years. And that's what I like doing. So I don't do it to necessarily make money. That's just, I don't care about money right now with this because I just got a regular gig. I got a regular job. And that's what I do to make my money, pretty much. I don't make money on the internet for real. I used to. There was a time when I was making so much money that I was going to quit my job. But I don't trust the internet like that because it can change up on you, and you got to change with it too. Because things change over the years that I've been on YouTube. This site done changed so much. It's it's just everything changes. It don't stay the same never on all the platforms. So I don't trip off this internet stuff. And I see, people right now, the talk, of course, is the MPC X SE version, which I got the classic MPC X. And I ain't going to get no SE. I don't think it's really. I already said in one of my videos, and I'm late on this because I wasn't even trying to jump on it. I was just looking at everybody that was making videos. All you guys out there. I was checking out all y'all videos. Every single content creator that made a video about the MPC XE, I most likely watched your video just to check it out, just see what y'all was talking about, and people was talking about sound quality and it's these newer MPCs are not better as far as quality, sound quality than the older classic MPCs, which is true. I had an MPC 2000 back in the day. Also had an MPC 2500 back in the day that I actually had to sell years ago, man. I had to sell all my gear. And I sold it all because I had to make a move. I had to move to a apartment and I needed the money. So I sold all my stuff to Guitar Center. And when you go in there, Guitar Center rips your butt off big time. They was like, you can put this stuff on eBay and get more money for it. And I was like, nah, man, I need the money right now. So let me go on and just sell all this stuff. And they gave me $1,500 for the 2500 Rode NTK condenser mic, which is still sold today on right now. Rode still, that condenser mic is still out there. A Focusrite Twin Track Pro. All of my sound modules that I had at the time, I had a Motif rack, a Proteus 2000, and a Roland XV5050. So I had to sell all that stuff. So then when I decided to get gear later on to get back into making my music and whatever, I didn't sell my turntables and I didn't sell my Digi O2 rack. I kept those things and my studio monitors, but I sold everything else to get that money. They cut me a check right there for $1,500, even though that stuff was worth way more than that. If I'd have went on eBay and sold it, I could have got more money for it, but I needed the money right then and there. So I didn't, I just said, give me the check, man. I need this money now. The guy told me, he's like, man, you can put that stuff on eBay and get more money for it. And I'm like, man, I need the money now. So I don't give a crap about that. I can always go buy this stuff again, which I did. What I ended up doing was when the machine came out, I got the machine MK1, machine MK1. And it was not working good for me. I did learn how to use it, but it was crashing. Oh my God, that thing was crashing so bad. And I had a lot of bad experiences with it. Then I started learning how to use it, and of course they had the Renaissance came out. So then I got up on that video. So some people remember me from it because I was just like right now. We got the content creators going back and forth. I was talking about the MPC, the machine killer, which was the MPC Renaissance. That's what I said at the time. I was just getting into it because I knew that it was the hot topic that was going on at that time. So I jumped into that, just to do it, man. It was just fun, just messing around with the internet, just doing it for the fun of it, man. And that's what I do on here. I come on here just to have fun with this. And I've been on here for years. When I got on here, I ain't had no gray hair. I had all dark hair, That's how long I've been on YouTube. When I got on YouTube, it was just people making. It wasn't really people making tutorials. It was just people making beat creating videos, and it wasn't no tutorial based content like trying to show you how to do this and do that. It wasn't about that. It was really when YouTube came out, it was a site that was that they created for you to broadcast yourself. Was their slogan back then. They put it on CNN and they showed YouTube, and people were just getting their camcorders. That's how long ago this was. And they were just broadcasting themselves on her. So it wasn't that many producers like it is today. Like all you guys on her right now. Avery was on here. Avery McCree was on her back when I was on here, years ago. But I didn't know Avery back then. though. I just wasn't. I didn't see a lot of people back then that but there's a lot of new content creators on here now. Knox Square was on here. He's still on here, but I'm saying he was really on here back then. It was me, him, Saint Joe, and a few other people that was doing videos back then, and it wasn't no affiliates. It wasn't nobody selling products and things like that, trying to sell gear, and it wasn't professional engineers on here coming on here talking about products and trying to promote them to help sell products, and they get a little commission off of it. That wasn't around. That didn't even exist. Matter of fact, when I was on here, you couldn't make no money on her like that. It wasn't no partner program. The YouTube partner program wasn't even in existence when I started on here. I remember when it came up. It came up in like 2008, and I was like one of the first. People don't know this though, but I was maybe one of the first content creators to get the partnership to get into it. Back then, you had to fill out a application, and they came to your channel, and then they made you a partner if they liked what you was doing. So it was a new thing. I didn't really do the editing, and see, everybody got intros, and y'all go all out with the editing and everything now. But that wasn't around back then. You didn't have to do none of that back then. So when the partner program came out, maybe a couple years later on, they started the pre-roll ads, and that's when the money started coming on here. It was big bucks. I'm talking about thousands of dollars. If you got views, you made a lot of money just off the YouTube ad revenue. It was ridiculous. I'm talking about $5,000 months, $10,000 months. The money was great at the time. But they changed the algorithm, and they changed how the site worked, and they constantly do that now. It's like they never keep the algorithm the same. It always change up. I don't even know why I'm just ranting, man. But really, I wanted to come on here just to talk about the MPC and play a beat through this console, this digital console, and that's it, really, man. And I'm gonna keep trying to make content, putting stuff up here, but I just didn't jump on it right away. I seen everybody posting, but I just didn't want to get in on that stuff, man. I used to be like that. I used to want to get on everything that was hot. If it was something coming out, I was talking about it. If it was mainly DJ related products, when Native Instruments came out with stuff, I was really on their stuff. And when Serato MK1 with the control vinyl, I still got that set up too, the old Serato setup, and people actually still selling it on the internet, which is crazy. I don't even know who gonna buy it, but they are selling that stuff. But yeah. So I think right now, for me, it's not worth buying that MPC X SE. Especially if you got this, and you got the MPC key, which is right over here. That's the MPC key, but under this sequential keyboard over here. So if you got the MPC key, you definitely don't need the MPC X SE. It's just not necessarily to get it. Why would you spend $2,000, $2,499 on an SE if you got an X already? If you got this, because especially with this, I use this in controller mode all day long. I'm never going to, so the RAM upgrade don't even matter. It's the same drum machine. It's no different other than, I think, this button right here, where it say tap and master. I think on the MPC SE, it says global. The button just got global under there. That's the only thing that I noticed that was different, of course, in the color scheme. And, and it come with a lot of different sound products and, plug-ins or whatever. But other than that, it just ain't worth buying, man. I'm just keeping it real. I wouldn't get it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm just not going to, because I just don't think it's worth getting. I wouldn't waste my money on it. So yeah, I'm not really tripping off what's going on the internet like right now with everybody going back and forth with this thing, man. Cause I just like to come on here and create. That's what we do, man. We all creator beings. We just create whatever we gonna create, whether it's good or bad. If it sucks, it doesn't matter if your music it sucks, or just do what you do. Come on here and do your thing, and don't worry about what people say. And just keep on doing your thing, man. And don't worry about the going back and forth with the stuff about sound quality. Don't nobody care about the sound quality. I don't. I just don't care about that. Doesn't matter to me. Right? I'm not in the industry. But even if I was in the industry, I wouldn't trip off of it because, of course, I'd be using plugins and tracking it out in the DAW and getting it. If I need to go get it mixed and mastered by somebody, I just have to do that. So who cares really about the sound quality of this controller? Because you can always get somebody to mix your stuff. If you can't mix it, you can just track it out at decent levels and get a professional that knows what they're doing to go behind it and mix it. And if you're satisfied with the mix, that's it. It's a done deal. So that's what I would do if I was really in this stuff like that, and trying to get stuff going in the music industry. But I don't care about no damn music industry. I know people who've been in it, and I've seen what's happened to some of these people. Not everybody, even if they get in it, sometimes they don't do good because the stuff they put out flops, basically. It's a lot of people that get deals back in the day. I ain't saying now because I don't even know if people getting deals like that now. But back in the day when people was getting deals out of where I'm from, there was several groups that got deals from this area, from Missouri, St. Louis area, and they never saw the light of day. They actually put out singles because I was a DJ. I was getting all that stuff from the record labels, from Atlantic Records, Def Jam. All the labels were sending me vinyl. So, because I was doing mixes on the radio at the time. So I was getting everything that was coming out from every single artist that was hot at the time. But I've seen so many songs that came out that straight up flopped. They didn't do nothing, and some artists get shelved. They never come out. They never came out. They came out with singles. They didn't do good. The label didn't get behind them, and they didn't put that stuff out. But anyway, I'm just going to play this beat through the StudioLive 32SX. I played the beat before on another video, but what I like about the MPC X, me personally, is the 8-outs. That was a big thing for me when I got my 2000. I had to buy the 8-out board, to get the 8-outs. Of course, when I sold my 2000 to a young kid because I wanted to get the 2500. So I sold it to him for actually a low price. I bought it from Guitar Center, but I sold it to this young guy at the time. He was a young kid for like $600. So he was happy as hell because he got that 2000 for $600. I didn't really care because I was going to upgrade. I was upgrading to the 2500, and that's what I did. I ended up buying a 2500. So yeah, I'm gonna play the beat, man, and I don't even know if y'all don't even get through this whole video, man, because I've been talking so long. But with this mixer, with the 8-outs, you can separate the track, and then you can track this out in any of your DAWs, really, if you want to. You can use it. You can track it, but you can track it out in Studio One with no problem. Your beat, and you just got to go into routing on your MPC X and route the have it all plugged up to the back of this mixer, of course, and then you go into your 8-outs on your MPC, which I got. You can't see it, but 8-outs is behind her, which you can't see. But everything is separated on this mixer. Just using 17 through 24 channel. 1 through 16 on this mixer are all mic pre's. 1 through 16 are mic preamps on this mixer right here. You can run stuff through the mic pre, but I don't. I've never ran instruments through it. I got a bass guitar going through this right here. Other than that, I don't have any instruments going through the mic preamps. And actually, the mic I'm using to talk on this video is going through the Apollo. It ain't even going through this mixer. But anyway, that's my take on this MPC thing, man. I'm not going to say too much about it. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to all the content creators, to all the industry producers that's doing your thing, that's in the game. Shout out to all y'all, man. And just have fun and keep on creating. That's what we do. That's what we do. In this realm of existence that we're in, we create. That's what we do. Catch y'all on the next video.